request from Fiery Giraffe. Hopefully I said that right. I really like that name. That's cute. She wanted to know what I put in my juices because I don't really say. She wanted to know if I had a recipe, and I don't have a recipe, and I don't really do the same thing every day, but what I do start off with every single day is some kind of leafy greens and then carrots, and those are my two staples. So my plan is every day what I do is I make enough juice to fill this entire thing.
Why leafy greens and carrots?
Because leafy greens are the best for you ever. I need to look up why, but they just are. I just want to say. Well, everyone knows leafy greens is the best superfood. It's a superfood. I'm sure if you type in why are leafy greens the best for you, it'll come up on YouTube. So, and then carrots, Dr. Gerson, he healed cancer patients with carrot juice. So I just kind of believe everything. Well, and they taste really good. So carrot juice just makes the leafy greens taste so good. What? And they're cheaper. That's right. Yeah. These were only 64 cents a pound where my parents live. They're more expensive here in this tiny little town. But so I start off with 2 pounds of carrots and then like this much of leafy greens. So if it's kale, I'll get like that much. And then today I'm just going to use this. And we'll see how far it feels, and then I will tell you what else I will add. And what I do is then I just keep adding random vegetables until it gets up to here. And then, yeah, to here. So then when this is full, this lasts me all day, and this, I have like a really small breakfast, and then like I have like a raw nut bar or something. It's like 160 calories. That's just to give you an idea how big it is. I don't really count my calories though, but and then I'll drink this throughout the day all the way until evening time, and then evening is when I'll have dinner. And then so I really just eat solids twice and then just drink this juice throughout the day. So I will get back to you on where this fills. Hi. So I'm on my second bag of spinach. I just poured it all out right here, and so far this is what's coming out. It gets kind of goopy in there. So what I do is I just take a carrot and I push it on the sides. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. And then I wait till that goes down and then I push. And this clears it out because it gets kind of foamy in there. And then that gets it off all the sides. Oh, a tip that we learned that if you put your gears in the freezer or the refrigerator when they're cold, see just now the pulp's coming out. That's after like a bag and a half of spinach, so just the carrot gets it pushed through. And then I'll take my wood plunger, and look at that. And you could, usually the green is what I like to save because you could just eat it. And then, let's see, because this gets full, I take my strainer and I put a towel down so that way you can shake it out when it's all done and just put it in the washing machine. But I'm just going to pour this because it does get so foamy. Actually, if you want to be easier on yourself, if you get a wider bowl, this one, make sure it's clean. This is just to like pop all the bubbles and get all of the, because the spinach, I think like some of the really fine pulp goes ahead and goes through. And usually with the spinach, this is, all the other stuff works pretty well. Does that make sense? To where you won't have to do this. I just kind of get it all, and I just plop it in there like that, My husband's always like, oh, you're so messy. And then I just pour it in there. Stir this through. And again, you don't have to do this with the other vegetables. Just the leafy greens. And then, while I'm juicing other things, this actually will go through a lot more. So this is 1 pound of carrots and 2 bags of spinach. So that's how much juice 3 bell peppers make, which is pretty good. See, this is the 3 bell pepper and the pound of carrots, and see how much easier that is? I just get rid of the bubbles pretty much. So the spinach was really the only pain in the rear. Okay, now I'm about halfway. So this was 2 bags of spinach, 2 pounds of carrots, and 3 bell peppers. Now is where I kind of improv, and then I go ahead and put in I'm going to make it a little bit sweet with just 2 apples, this size. Just 2 of these, and 1 lemon. And we'll see how much that comes out to. Ian's learning all about juicing.
Yes, I know. Cut.
What do we do?
You cut it open.
You cut it open, that's right.
Chop it up.
This, I cut the lemon in half, and then in fourths, and then I'm peeling.
It's gonna make lemon juice.
Ooh, yeah, I'm peeling the lemon because some people go ahead and put the rind in, but I don't really like the bitterness. So I'm just gonna put this in, even with the seeds. And that's what I did with the apples too. I didn't core them or anything. I just put them all the way through. So this is 2 apples and a lemon, which that's quite a bit.
And carrots.
No, there's no carrots in there. What, you shy?
No.
No? Poor Mocha, you have muddy feet. Now, look how full it's getting. Here is where I would actually put some celery in, but I'm out of celery. But I have zucchini, which zucchini, the juice, there's a lot of juice in zucchini, but after each zucchini you have to do a few carrots because it gets really foamy. So I will show you how many zucchini I'm going to do. I realize I only have 1 zucchini, which comes out to 4 1/4 ounces. So since I am out of zucchini as well, I'm just going to do another bag of spinach with some more carrots. So I made it. This is 3 1/2 pounds of carrots, 3 bags of spinach, 3 bell peppers in 3 different colors, and 1 zucchini, and 2 apples and 1 lemon. And I put them in these little dealy bobbers, and it measures 7 1/2 ounces in each one. I probably could have filled it way to the top to make it right on 8, but then when you open it, it could get all over you because I opened mine in the car, so I don't like them as full. So it made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 because I drank 1. And what I do is that's enough for, I'll just drink 1 every hour. And then when I'm done with juice, that's when I'll eat solids. So, my dogs are wrestling. Okay, so here's my recap on how I juice. I always have 2 pounds of carrots and 1.5 pounds, which is like 2 bags of spinach, or just you could eyeball it, just a big bunch of your favorite kind of leafy greens. And I choose spinach because it tastes really yummy, but if you like collard greens or kale, and kale works really well too, but if you're first starting out, I would use spinach just because it's not as earthy of a taste, if you know what I mean. And then actually it's better to juice the whole leaf, like where it comes in a bunch, but they don't sell that in the spinach form where we live. But in a bigger town, they do. So whenever I visit my mom, then I'll bring back bunches of leafy greens because it goes through better and it's cheaper because it's not prepackaged. So the bigger place you live, I think it'll be cheaper. So then, I forgot to I always put 2 apples and a lemon, and the only reason why I put a lemon is just to get the yellow nutrients. I'm just going by the rainbow, and then the vitamin C and stuff that you get in the citrus. So, and then lemon isn't something that I would normally just eat. So, because I would normally totally eat an orange. So that's why I do a lemon, because I don't normally get that in my diet. And then the 2 apples, I don't do any more than that as fruit, because I noticed that too much fruit just makes me feel kind of icky. So I try to just go mainly for veggies. Then, as I just keep trying to fill up my, can you see this? As I try to fill up my pitcher, it says the more colors of the rainbow, the better. And that's why I chose the bell peppers, because where else are you going to get red unless I do a tomato? But, so I do the red and yellow and orange pepper. And since I already have a lot of green stuff, I usually don't do the green pepper. I don't know. So really, I'm just going by the colors. Oh, and then beets are really good, and that's like really bright red. And beets actually, along with the bell peppers, it's actually sweet. I thought that when I juiced bell peppers, I was going to hate it, because usually it's in like a spicy, or like a, I don't know, I just thought it was going to be really vegetable-y, but it's actually, the juice of a bell pepper is really, really yummy, and so is the beets, so it's kind of sweet. So, those are just some examples. So I kind of just add whatever I have. So then after I add all the colors, then that's when I usually add my fillers to fill it up. And so if you are running low on a budget, if you mainly want to do the celery, cucumbers, I put squash just because I don't know how to spell zucchini. But I usually use the green zucchini because over the yellow zucchini, just because I feel like because it's green, it has more nutrients in it. But I don't know if that's true. But if you have a lot of money, the bell peppers are packed with nutrients, and you do get a lot out of there. But I only use 3 at a time because they are kind of pricey. So your cucumbers really give you a lot of juice. So yeah, this time I didn't have any of these really. Well, I had the bell peppers and 1 squash, but that's why I did more leafy greens and more carrots, just because I ran out. So that's kind of, and then it tastes really, really good. And I'm the type that doesn't really like the taste of drinking vegetables, and this mixture of juice actually tastes really good. So as long as you have the carrot and the 2 apples in there, and you don't juice anything like turnips were the worst thing I've ever tasted. So as long as you don't put something like that in your batch, and that's why I experimented, and I learned that I don't like the taste of radishes, I don't like the taste of turnips. So kind of experiment, and then you'll know what you can add. So I hope that was helpful. Hi, I got a request, which is so exciting. She wanted to know if, or I think it's a she. Oh shoot. Let me go look. Can you pause? I'll edit that out.